Okay, so welcome back. We have another question from the second chapter of engineering mechanics statics, and we need to determine the magnitude of the resultant force and its direction. So basically, we are looking for the magnitude of the resultant of these two forces and also its direction measured clockwise from the positive x-axis. So if you look at this, as always, we're going to make that parallelogram to find our resultant. So basically, we're going to have something like this, which is going to be our resultant, and the angle that we are looking for clockwise, so in this direction from x-axis, it's going to be this little angle here. We can call it theta. So uh, we're going to solve this using the x and y components of each force. So we're not going to use trigonometry. We solved a lot of questions in the previous videos to explain how we can solve these kind of questions using trigonometry with the law of sines and cosines. And in here, we're just going to go with the x and y components. So at the end, the resultant would be sum of all forces in x. And that's going to be our I component, and that's going to be the J component. So we can call also this one Rx and this one Ry, and at the end we can find the magnitude. So let's start with the X component, or Rx. So we are looking for sum of forces in X direction. So we have this angle right here, 45 degrees, and the other angle is 30 degrees. So we have 400 cosine of 30 degrees plus 800 sine of 45 degrees. So that's going to give us the Rx. So 400 cosine of 30 plus 800 sine of 45. So this is going to be 912.1, and it's going to be newtons. And if we want to find our Ry, keep in mind we have the positive direction for x and y in the question. So the y component of 400 is going to be positive and the 800 is going to be negative. So 400, this time we're going to have sine of 30 degrees, and the other one would be negative because it's downward. So 800 cosine of 45 degrees. Let's see what we get. So sine of 30 we know is 0.5, so 200 negative 800 cosine of 45. So that's going to be negative 365.69 newtons. And if you want to find the magnitude, which is the first part of this question, our R would be the square root of Rx squared plus Ry squared. So square root of 912.1 squared plus 365.69 squared, and that's going to be around 983 newtons. And if we look at the components that we have for Rx and Ry, Rx is positive, so we'll be in this direction, and Ry is negative. So the angle that we are looking for in here, that's going to be our R. So this is Rx, Ry. It's going to be this angle, which we called it theta at the beginning. So this angle. And what we're going to do is that you don't need to be worried about the negative in here. So for finding the angle theta, you're just going to consider this right triangle. So if you want to find the theta, we basically have tangent inverse of the opposite, which is Ry. So we're just going to put the value because we have a triangle, so all the sides are positive, and we don't need to put the negative sign that we have in here. So 365.69, and Rx is going to be 912.1, and this is going to give us the angle theta. So tangent inverse of 365.69 divided by 912.1, and yeah, it's going to give us the angle 21.8 degrees. So we found the force and its direction. We can also show this at the end with something like this, and that's going to be the angle 21.8 degrees. Hope everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.